Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? If I'm audible, please let me know in the chat. Hello, can you hear me? We'll wait for some time and we'll see if people are joining in. Hi, bro. I'm good. How are you? And if I'm audible, just let me know in the chat. Wonderful. So, how's your weekend going? Hello, Bomo. Bomo, Bomo. Hello, everyone. Hello, Jeevan. Good to hear that. My week has been quite busy, so that's why I had to postpone the uh, live Q&A, and that's why we could not do it on Saturday, and we are doing it on Sunday. But from next week again, I think it will be on Saturday itself, so the usual time. But yeah, that's the thing. So if you have anything, do ask it in the chat. I'll be more than happy to pick all the questions. And yeah, from there on, we will take because we have five people now, I think. So yeah, let's start it. Lot of issues now in student visa. Any updates from your end? What type of issues do you want me to tackle? Because I know there has been lot of talks going on around student visa and things like that, and most of things are not looking good. So yeah, because they are saying that they want to curb on number of dependents people are taking in, and also they are making it a little bit strict for students to get an admit in the UK. And I won't completely blame the government, because after coming here I've seen so many people, they take those affordable universities and they just take any course. It's not like they are actually interested in that course. They just want to come to UK, and they drop out of the college and they live here as illegal immigrants, which is not good for any country. And because of that, government is taking these strict actions. So that's there. But then for people who genuinely wants to come and they want to learn and they want to grow, for them it's really bad. So that's there. But the thing is, if you are a genuine candidate, I think you will be able to clear any sort of interview they will be conducting, because they will probably make IELTS mandatory. So, and if you are coming to UK, you have to have good English. So you will be able to clear IELTS. That's not a problem. They might also conduct interviews as part of your application process. So they might ask universities which are having less fees to conduct interviews as part of your course. So in that interview, don't expect like all those difficult data science questions which might be asked in the proper interview, like the job interview. But they might ask you, why do you want to go for data science, or why do you want to, what things you have already learned. So things like that, that might happen. These are all just speculations and these things are not confirmed, so even I'm not sure whether these things will happen or not. But that's there. And then again, there can be interviews from visa office as well. So that is again something you need to keep eye on. So yeah, these are the things which I can say. But if you have anything specific, do let us know in the chat. I will try to cover that if I have a knowledge about that. Cool. What are the major differences you would say in working in India and in UK? Um, I think here people start their day pretty early because in India, if people are going to office, they usually go from 9:30 to 10. When I was working in India, most people used to come to office around 9:30 to 10, and they used to leave quite late around 7 or 8. But here they start their day little early at around 8:30 to 9, and they leave around 5 to 5:30. But it also depends on how much workload they have. If there is a lot of work, then definitely they stay in the office for longer and they finish their work, which is same as what was in India. So that's there. Apart from that, most of the things are pretty same. It all depends on how much workload you have. So yeah, but then you get your time on weekends. So because when I was in India, sometimes they used to ask for support on weekends as well. But here it's not like that. You get your time on weekends, so you can do whatever you want. So that's something I have noticed here. But then I have just now started, so probably the workload is not too much. Once it will be more, then probably I'll have to put some time from my side on weekends as well. So that's there. Uh, so yeah, those are the minor differences which I have seen, but then I will get used to a little bit more, and once I will work for a little longer, then probably I will be able to give a better picture of it. So yeah, that's there. What's your opinion on Hertfordshire University for data science? So it's a good university, affordable university, location is good, course content is good. So overall, it's a good university. I've also included this university in one of my videos where I discussed about affordable universities for data science in the UK. So yeah, this is a good university. By the way, what do you guys think? Is it getting too bad here in the UK? I mean, obviously, you guys are just looking at the news and stuff, so that's there. But by looking at the news and seeing things, how things are changing here in the UK, are you still motivated to come to UK, or are you also considering other countries? So do let me know in the chat because I have few friends in other countries as well. So if you guys are considering other countries, I can probably ask my friends house situation in those countries, and probably I can provide you better information on that. So yeah, do let me know in the chat. We have around 5 6 people here. So what are you guys planning, and what all other countries are there in your site? So yeah, do let me know in the chat. I just graduated with distinction in the UK, and I'm working on my portfolio for jobs aiming for tier 2. Could you please share any tips in this regard? Uh, so there is no one silver bullet that you can use to get tier 2 visa. So what you have to do is you have to keep applying for as many jobs as you can. And if you have time, because see, let's say you got your first offer and they've given you joining, which still a month far. So in that month, rather than just relaxing and stuff, you can still apply to other jobs and uh, get as many interviews as you can, and don't stop until you find a tier 2 visa. So that's what I can suggest, because there is no one thing that you can do to make sure that you will find a tier 2 visa. It's totally dependent on the company, what they want, and things like that. So yeah, that is there, that is what I can suggest. But yeah, that's great, you got distinction, so congratulations. You have completed your first milestone. Now the second is to find a job, so that's there. One more thing is you can take a job with PSW, but make sure that the job joining date is pretty close, so that you get to work in the company like for 2 to 3 months, and then you can ask your manager to sponsor your visa. Sometimes they agree to sponsor your visa, so that is something you can do. And if not, then obviously you'll have to apply for post study work visa. So that is there, yeah. Difference between doing data science in UK and USA. Uh, One thing is like the course content. I mean the course duration. So in USA it's like 2 years, and in UK it's just 1 year. So how proficient you already are with your programming skills and other data science concepts. So if you think you will be able to manage with the course which is just for 1 year, I think UK is probably better. US, you will get more time to spend on your course. You will get more time to work on assignments. In that regard, US is better. In terms of job opportunities, I think US is still better because it's a huge country, lots and lots of companies. But make sure, but you also have to make sure that many universities are also there, so there will be a lot of students. So so competition is again gonna be high, which is the case in UK as well. So that is there. So yeah, these are the main differences. And one more thing is in terms of evaluation in US, most of the universities still like to conduct examinations. So you will have to write examination the traditional way. In UK, most of the universities conduct their exams, or they evaluate students based on the projects and coursework. So that is another difference that you can find in UK and US. Also, in terms of salary, if I say US pays a bit more, but also their medical expenses, if you want to take some medical treatment or things like that, it can get little expensive. So that is also something you need to consider. So that's there. Will they stop PSW? They can, yes. If they want to reduce the number of people coming to the UK, they probably can stop post study work visa, but they haven't announced anything yet. And I can't say for sure, but probably for next September intake for 23, September 23, I think post study work visa will still be there because a lot of people have applied to the universities and they have got admit. So in that case, I think post study work visa will still be there, but I can't say anything for September 23 or January 23. Sorry, January 24 or September 24. So that is something we need to see. I hope they don't, but if they want to reduce the number of applications, if they want to reduce number of people coming to the UK, they can stop post study work visa. How can someone with 2+ years of experience in data science get a job in UK applying directly from India with sponsorship? That is something very hard to do, but it's not impossible. You can always apply to as many jobs as you like. I mean, obviously, for applying to a job, it's like you don't have to pay any fees or anything. You can just go on LinkedIn, or there are many other platforms where you can apply. So you can apply and see whether companies are ready to interview you and provide you a job with sponsorship. So that is something, but it's kind of very hard because for people who are already in the UK, they are also finding it hard to get a sponsorship job. So that is something I can say, but it's all about trying. So you can definitely try applying for jobs. If you find something, that's well and good. If not, then you probably won't lose much. So that's there. Can a fresher find a job as a data analyst or data scientist in the UK? Yeah, yes, definitely you can. Many of my batchmates, they have got a job. They were freshers. but it is hard again for freshers because companies are looking for people who have some experience, and there are few people who are still looking for job, and they are freshers, so they are finding it a little bit hard. But there are people who have got job and they were freshers. So it all depends on what things you have done as part of your masters, whether you participated in hackathons and things like that, you went for meetups, you made good connections, you made a good portfolio, you have displayed all the projects that you did as part of your masters on Git or in your portfolio. Those things count a lot when you're making your application process for any job. So yeah, that is important. Is it all? We don't have any other questions. One thing I found could be very interesting to find a job, probably in the UK or at least outside India, is if you can take a freelance work from, let's say, Fiverr, Upwork, or freelancer.com, and you work for that client, and let's say that that client is overseas, so you work for them sometime, and if they are happy with your work, they could sometimes agree to hire you, and they could sponsor your visa, uh, and then that way you can again go to that particular country from where that company is from. So this is another something you can do, because one of my friend, he has a client from UK, and he's still in India, and he's working on that project, and he is in talks with that company. That company said, we probably will be able to sponsor your visa. So that is something you can do. So yeah, that's another tip I guess I can give you. I plan to apply by end of this month for unis, but want to give IELTS in December. Will that reduce my application chance? So here, most of the universities, they provide you uh, conditional offers. So you can always give your IELTS results to the university once you have that condition on your conditional offer. So that is something you can do. But I always suggest to have IELTS before making an application. But again, it's not like it will reduce your chances to get an admit, because um, I'm planning to apply by the end of this month. So if you're talking about November, it's already end of November. So I will assume you would want to apply by the end of December, I guess. But if it's November, then you are definitely in uh, good time limit. So oh yeah, then in November, then it's totally fine. It's fine. You can actually apply to the university and make sure you upload your IELTS score, because when you submit an application, you can still change few things in the application. So as soon as you have your IELTS score, just upload it on the portal, because uh, if you are applying by the end of November, there is no way university will provide you an admit uh, before mid December, because it takes time for universities to evaluate your application. And then after that, December, Christmas will be there, so most of the universities will be on holiday from 23 or 25th uh, till uh, till let's say January first week, I guess. So anyway, there won't be anything till that time. So you can again upload your IELTS score by editing your application. So that shouldn't be a problem, and you are totally fine, because I took my IELTS on 17th December and I had made my application in early December, and I also applied for few universities by the end of December, and that was the holiday period, so it did not make much difference. So I uploaded my IELTS score after making an application. So it's totally fine. You don't really have to worry about that. And your IELTS is on 3rd December. So yeah, that's totally fine. No worries. Today we have very few people. I guess people are more busier on Sunday, which makes sense because the first time when I had put a poll for deciding a time when we should go live, most people voted for Saturday. So yeah, it makes sense. So I guess most people are busy because obviously everybody needs some time off from their usual working weekdays. So yeah, that's fine. And it might be somewhere around 6 in India, so Sunday evening. I guess probably most people would be enjoying. So yeah. But yesterday I had meetings scheduled, and my week was kind of busy because of this onboarding and setting up all those things. I also still I have to set up a AWS console and things like that as part of my work. So a lot of things were going on. So because of which I could not do this live stream yesterday. So I had to postpone it, and we're doing it today. So still I come here to talk to you guys every week so that I can clarify, because a lot of things are going on here in the UK, and it's good that you guys are keeping eye on that, because I have seen few people, they just look into uh, university courses and how's the university and all those kind of things, and they don't really look for other things which are going on here in the UK, which is not good, because you need to know about all the new policies which are coming in. So because it affects quite a lot, even if you are not related to uh, any of those things. So that's there. You got tier 2. Yes, I have got tier 2 sponsorship. Well, if this is it, and if you don't have any more questions, I will probably end the stream now. But yeah, I mean, if you found this uh, stream to be helpful, do give it a like. And okay, we are getting some questions now. How is University of Stirling? So in general, the university is good. Also, the city is kind of good, so it's safe. So that's there. In terms of course content, as far as I remember, I think the course content was also fine for data science. So yeah, that's there. Hello, Yash. So I was just about to end the stream, but then we got two more people. So yeah, if you have anything, feel free to ask, and do hit the like button just to show your support. And this just give me the idea, like these live streams are helpful for you guys, so that I come every weekend and I answer your questions here. I received an offer from Nottingham University. Will I face any issue in visa process, keeping in mind the immigration changes? You have an offer, so I think it should not be an issue for visa. At max, they can conduct interviews, so just be prepared for that. And it's not like they ask very tough questions. They just test your English speaking skills, and they ask you, why do you want to go for this university? Why do you want to go for this particular course? And don't show your intent that after finishing your masters you want to stay in the UK. Always tell them that after going there, I want to learn practical stuff, and don't and also do not put your home country down. So that is all something you need to keep in mind. You should just say that I want to experience new tradition, I want to learn in a foreign country, and I think the course is really good. And also one thing that you can say is in India it's masters is for like 2 years, and in the UK it's just 1 year. So yeah, I want to finish my masters as soon as possible. So you can say these kind of things. So yeah, do keep in mind and do not put India down, or do not show your intent that you want to be in the UK for indefinite uh, number of years. So yeah, I have come in October for data science. What should I do to get some internship in the current situation in the UK? So, first of all the best for your new journey. So, I hope it goes well. To get internship and things like that, you can join meetups. Meetups is the best possible way to find an internship. And if you don't know where to find meetups, uh, you can sign up on meetup.com, and there you can find uh, data science related meetups or data analytics related meetups closer to your location. And you can go there, you can talk to people, and you can tell them that you have so and so skills and you are open to work, so things like that. So yeah, you might be able to find something there. Another thing is participate in hackathons. Most of the universities conduct all sorts of hackathons, so do participate there, because there are also some big companies hiring managers. They come there and they see which students are doing well, and who are interested in probably working with them or at least taking up an internship. So yeah, you can find those kind of things as well. And then there are all sorts of online portals where you can apply, but I think it's a little bit hard to find something that way. But yeah, by going to meetups and uh, doing hackathons, I think you will be able to find some internship. Is there an interview for UK? For not everyone, it's kind of I won't say rare, but it's totally random. They might pick one or two students based on the application process or university. So if you have, they usually pick students who have admit from universities with less fees, because like I told in the starting of this stream, people come here and then they drop out and then they stay here for much longer as illegal immigrants. So to stop those kind of things, they conduct interviews. So as of now it's been less, but moving forward probably they will conduct more and more interviews. University of Leeds or Liverpool for MSc data science. As far as I remember, I think I personally liked. Okay, I'm again confused now. So I will have to look into the course content again, because I can't remember exactly. But I think Liverpool was a better option. So what I will do is I will just make a note of both the universities and I will look into the university list again, and I mean not in the list but the course content, and I will let you know in the comment section. Yeah, and please reply on LinkedIn, which would be really helpful. On LinkedIn, the thing is there are so many uh, queries, so there are many people who have asked the question, and I really want to reply to all the questions. But the thing is, it takes quite a lot of time to sit and type all the messages. So, and it's not, and I can obviously reply in just one or two words, which will be much easier for me, but then it won't be super helpful for you guys, which I don't want. So I always like to express or tell what I am actually thinking about behind the scenes and things like that, so that you will have better understanding of my thinking process. Because let's say University of Leeds or Liverpool, I will just say okay, University of Liverpool is better, but then I would have picked University of Liverpool because of some reason, but maybe those reasons are not useful for you. So that's why whenever I tell University of Liverpool is good, I also discuss about why I think University of Liverpool will be good. So because of that, it takes quite a lot of time to reply to all the messages. Um, because whenever I start replying on LinkedIn, it easily takes 1 to 1.5 hour of my time. So it's kind of time taking. So that's the only reason which why I haven't replied on LinkedIn, but I always try to reply in the comment section. The thing is, questions are also very repetitive on LinkedIn. So, and when I reply to one message, it will only help one person. Whereas here in the live stream and also on YouTube comments, if I'm replying to one comment, so many people can see those comments and it will help a lot of people. So it's like managing your time and managing helping as many people as possible in the least possible time. So it's just a kind of trade-off that I have to make. But yeah, I will try to reply on LinkedIn as well, because I have to reply a lot of people. So and I always try to reply to all the messages. So yeah, but it's just like I am not getting much time for that. So yeah, when I will have some time, I will try to reply there as well. But then I also understand that you also might be having a lot of deadlines, so you have to make decisions pretty fast. So if I take a lot of time, then probably those reply won't be of any use for you. But then again, you also have to understand my point of view and my schedule as well. So that's there. University of Surrey is better for MSc in artificial intelligence. So again, I'll have to look into the course content. So I will make a note of it, and I will let you know in the comment section once the stream is over. Yeah, I have noted down that as well. Also, I had a lot of queries related to data science course at Coventry University, and I literally texted around 10 to 15 people on LinkedIn from Coventry University, and I haven't received a single reply from, or I have, yeah, they accepted my connection. Some people didn't, but after I texted them all the queries, I haven't received a single reply. So it's just super hard to get in touch with people from different universities to get to know about those kind of things. So yeah, that's the thing. Could you make a new video for data science university when you get time? For affordable universities, I already have a video which I made just a week before, or maybe 2 weeks before. So yeah, it's a relatively new video. So if you are looking for affordable universities, do check out that video. If you want like best universities for MSc data science, I will have to make a video. So I will probably make a video, because if budget is not your issue, then probably those universities won't be the best possible option for you. What is the effect of recession on tech hiring in the UK? So if we talk from bigger companies perspective, it's bad, but there are A lot of smaller companies, startups, and um various businesses, they're still hiring for IT people. So that's the thing. The thing about bigger IT companies is they hire more than what they need, so that if somebody leaves at some point, they don't have to wait for longer and they can put somebody in place of the person who has left. So that's the thing. Then that's the reason why bigger companies just lay off so many people. So yeah, bigger companies are not hiring as much, but there are still a lot of jobs, and there are many smaller companies, smaller businesses, they are still hiring. So yes, tech industry is being hit because bigger companies are not hiring, but it's not super bad. So as long as you have the skills and things like that, I think you should be fine. Please, if you could check modules of data science at Swansea University. Thanks in advance. Sure, I will take a note for this as well, and I will let you know in the comments once the stream is over. Can we apply for part-time web development jobs while studying in university? You definitely can. Some of the people have done that. So one of my friend, he was in advanced computing master's course at Newcastle University. So he was working for Sage on part-time basis, and he was a front-end developer there. So yes, definitely it could be done. You're welcome. Any other question, guys? What's your take on conversion course for MSc Computer Science? So when you come for masters in computer science, usually universities think that you know the basic data structures and algorithm, and they cover things in a relatively faster way. So if you are someone who is not comfortable, or if you are not from computer science background, so it's advisable to go for conversion courses, because that way I think these kind of courses start 2 months before the proper course. So you will be able to practice your programming and uh, get your doubts clarified before that, and you will able to work on your data structures and things like that a little bit before. So that's what I would suggest, because one of my friend, she is doing her masters in the US, and she was from electronics background. So not much, knowledge about computer science stuff. But then she worked for 3 to 4 years in Infosys. But then it was not like she was actually working on a lot of web development and things like that. So that's there. So obviously she got to learn programming, but not to the greater extent. And now when she started her masters, even though her master is for 2 years, she's finding it a little bit difficult because the things are going in a much faster pace. So that's there. So if you are not very comfortable with programming, and if you want to learn the preliminary stuff that a computer science student should know, I think conversion courses are good. How is Coventry University for MSc Data Science? So, as far as the course content goes and the location and university's reputation in general, I think the university is good. But like I mentioned earlier in the stream, I reached out to so many people on LinkedIn from Coventry University, and I tried talking to them, but then I haven't received any reply from those people. So, yeah, that's there. So, I can't really comment on the specifics, but in general, I think the university is good. And also, one thing, when I was researching, I tried looking for people from Coventry University, and also I was trying to see what they're doing now. So, most of the people I saw online, they have found a job, some sort of data science, data analytics roles. So, considering that, I think the university is good. People are able to find job once they are finishing their course from Coventry University. So that is also something I can say. I'm applying for conversion masters in computer science. How is the University of East London, University of Kent, Northumbria University? What will be your order of priority? So I think I have known Northumbria University very closely because I have few friends studying in Northumbria University, and they have very good facility here. So I would like to rank Northumbria University on top. After that, University of Kent, and then University of East London. But one thing is that I think Amazon office is in very close proximity to University of East London. So if that makes any difference in finding a job, then that is something that you need to consider. But if you want to get into Amazon or Google or things like that, if you have good skills, you can obviously get from other connections as well. So that is there. So my priority would be Northumbria University, then University of Kent, and then University of East London. But I would highly suggest you to do your own research and try to reach out to as many people as you can on LinkedIn. I know it's hard because I've been there. I'm still trying to reach out to so many people, but then they don't reply. So that's the thing. But yeah, try to talk to people and see uh, what is that in that university which is most important for you. So based on that, you can make your decision. But I've told you my priority order. Any idea about part-time jobs at Hartfield, where the University of Hertfordshire is? So the location itself is not huge. I think it's almost as similar as, I won't say Newcastle because Newcastle is still a little bit bigger. So uh, I will just quickly open a Google map and I will compare the locations, because I mean obviously from Google map you can't really see a lot, but at least you can see the how dense the city is. and you can actually comment a lot on that. So I will do that quickly. So yeah, exactly. The city is quite small, so uh, it could be a little bit harder to find a part-time job, but then be it any city, there are a lot of small business and stores. So if you really want to find a part-time job, you can go to stores and store, uh, and you can ask if they have any opening, and you can actually find a job. But also, London is not too far off. It takes around 1 hour by train, but then train could be expensive. But then you can take train passes and things like that. So that is there. But then just for part-time job, traveling to London, I think not. It won't be that convenient. So yeah, that's there. It could be a little bit hard to find a part-time job in Hertfordshire, but then, like I told you, you can try to reach out to people who are actually doing their masters from that university, because there are a lot of people who are doing that course from University of Hertfordshire. So try to ask them, because they are there in that city and they will be able to give you much better idea than what I can. So I hope you get a positive reply. But yeah, that's what my take on this. A review on Queen Mary University, London for MSc Data Analytics. When I applied in 2020, Queen Mary University has very few courses like big data science and normal data science. Now, when I looked onto the university's website, they have big data science, AI, data analytics. So they have a lot of courses. So I will again have to look into the course content, because most of the modules are same. They are just changing few things here and there, and I think this is a uh, trick to have lot of people, because universities I think have a restriction that they cannot have more than 120 students in one batch. They have created a lot of different courses where they can have 120 students in each batch. So that's there. So I will just look into the course content and I will let you know. Having said that, that does not mean that the university is bad or the course content will be bad. So that's there. Any meetup plan in India? Um, if you're asking from my end, I am probably not going to India until next December. So there's a long wait in that, uh, because I wanted to go to India this December, but a lot of things are changing. I have to change my house. I have got a new job. I have to also go through my sponsorship application process as well. So yeah, there are a lot of things going on. So I thought it's better to stay in the UK for now, and probably I will go next year. So that's when I'll be going to India, and uh, that's when I can probably decide whether we should do a meetup in India. So probably we could, but considering this channel is so small, like we have around what 6,000 subscribers. So 6,000, 7,000. We are about to reach 7,000, which is quite exciting. But yeah, we are getting subscribers very slowly, so that's there. But then yeah, it's a very small channel, so even if I do some sort of meetup, I'm not expecting a lot of people to come, because you know that India is a huge place. So even if I do meetup in, let's say, Bangalore or things like that, I'm pretty sure nobody is gonna come. I mean, not many people are going to come. So uh, so yeah, that's there. So maybe in the future, if in the next 1 year, if we grow a little bit more, then probably we can try. But at this point, I'm not going to India, so that's there. So nothing planned as of now. choosing UK in 23-24 after recent immigration news and recession inflation. So, yeah, I talked about this earlier in this live stream. So, if you like, you can go and watch it back. But yeah, if you are coming for 23, I think you will still have post study work visa. So, if I just have to little bit touch on that. So, uh, you will still have post study work visa for 23, and because there are a lot of people uh, who have got offers from universities, and if they say that we are stopping post study work visa for 23 intake, I think that would be unfair for people who have put in so much effort to apply to universities for September 23 intake. So I think they will not do that. uh, and there are news from bigger firms like BBC and Bank of England and things like that, that recession will get better by next September. So probably inflation as well. So considering that, I think you should be totally fine. Any resource to practice the IELTS writing section online? Writing section online. So the thing is, you can get lot of topics on which you can write, but the problem with that is the evaluation part, because nobody is going to tell you whether you have written properly or not. So you can actually, what you can do is you can watch a lot of videos on YouTube how to write the writing section of IELTS, and always try to improve each point as and when you go for next practice round. So that's how you can probably write and evaluate on your own. So yeah, that is what I can suggest, because if you want to get evaluated, then probably you will have to take some paid courses. But for IELTS, I don't think you will have to go for any paid courses, because they are probably expensive. And on top of that, if you, because most of the universities have this cutoff of 6 to 6.5. So if you are able to get 6.5 band, I think you're fine. But to achieve 7.5 is not that hard. So that's there. But also writing is the hardest section for IELTS. I totally agree with that. I have already started applying for September 23 intake. Yeah, that's great. I think you should be fine, and I hope they won't make any drastic changes in PSW. And they are reasonable people, so I hope they won't do that. So all the best, Pranav. I hope you get the university which you really want to get into. By the way, if you are finding this live stream to be helpful, do give it a thumbs up. We are getting few more people now. So yeah, if you have any more questions, do let me know. And if not, then obviously we can call it a day, and we can meet again next week. But yeah, if you have any queries, feel free to put it in the chat. I will keep this live stream for another 4 to 5 minutes, just to see if we are getting any more questions. But if not, then I will, yeah, end the stream. No worries, mate. It's always good to come here and talk to you guys. I mean, I always say this on every live stream whenever I do, but yeah, it's actually really nice, and I really like talking to you guys in a one-to-one way, because As you can see here, you can ask so many follow-up questions, which I think is much more beneficial for you guys, and I think it's very time efficient as well. Many universities asked for personal statement and not statement of purpose. Which should I upload? I see many uploading SOP only. So most universities use personal statement and SOP interchangeably. So you can use your SOP as personal statement, which is essentially the same thing. So that's totally fine. What online courses can you recommend to prepare for data science? Do you have a video about this, please? Uh, I have videos. Um, those are for like obviously for proper data science courses, which you can definitely do. And I mean, if you want to come for masters, so you don't really have to take some extensive data science courses because if you take those courses, obviously it will help you because you will not have to spend too much time in your masters. You can actually work on a lot of different uh, projects, but then those courses are a bit expensive, so that's there. But then if you are not bound by the money, then probably you can try to look into courses like iNeuron data science course and applied AI course. So those are things. But if you want to go on budget, then there are courses on Udemy which are really good. So if you take any data science course on Udemy, I think that should be fine for you. So because you will be able to understand a lot of uh, terminologies and basic workflow of a data science lifecycle. So that's there. IELTS mock related sources. So there are some YouTube channels. They post listening materials, so you can practice that on YouTube, and also there are some writing practice problems as well. So there are a lot of YouTube channels which I used to watch when I was preparing for my IELTS. So uh, that's there. Apart from that, I don't know about any other websites. I think what I will do is I will make a dedicated video for IELTS and how to prepare for IELTS. I have a video already on my channel. I made it when I was preparing for IELTS and when I what all resources I used. So that video will definitely help you if you want to watch that video. But in that video, I was not able to find any website where you can actually uh, do these mock practices. So there are a lot of different YouTube channels and things like that. So that is there. I will try to research a bit more and I will make a video. But in the meantime, you can probably watch that video, and I think that should give you a better understanding. Is it always going to be Sunday? We normally have the session. No, it will always be Saturday, but because of other commitments, I had to postpone this week's live stream to Sunday, so that's there. But then it will be on usual Saturday, 12 p.m. GMT. So yeah, can you suggest a good resource to learn statistics quite deeply? Um, so there are few channels like Khan Academy is a wonderful channel. There you can learn statistics. Also, StartQuest is a good channel. There also you can earn, and three blue, one brown. These are the three channels which I used when I wanted to learn statistics. So that's there. But I think I will be having uh, some open source book if you more of a reader. So if I'm able to find that book or the link of that book, I will probably share that in the community section. So that should help you. Thank you, Mohit, for your contribution. It's always good that we help each other because that's what the community is for. So yeah, thank you so much for. And if you can share, if you are in a Telegram, I think you are in a Telegram group. So if you can share those links in the Telegram group as well, I think it will help a lot of people. So yeah, please do share that. My friend is planning to do data analytics at Dublin Business School in Ireland. The price of masters is very less. Do you know anything about that college or about Ireland in general in terms of jobs? So yeah, because even I had looked into Ireland, and my company there are people from Ireland, so I'm in very close touch with people from Ireland. So that's there. And Dublin Business School is a good university. And last to last year, probably in 21 or 2020, I looked into the course, and if they have not changed much, I think it's again a very good course content as well. But if I have to talk about Dublin in general, I think it has become much more expensive. I think even expensive than probably UK. So in terms of living expense, I think you'll have to manage somehow. But yes, I agree. It is quite affordable as far as the university fees goes. So that's there. In terms of job, you might already know that Ireland has a lot of huge data centers of all the bigger tech giants. So there are a lot of opportunities there as well. And also, one thing that I learned about Ireland is if a small company wants to get going, the processes are really fast. So Ireland has a huge scope of smaller companies to grow, which directly means that there will be more companies they will which will be looking for uh, data analysts or data scientists, things like that. So more job opportunities there. So that's there. But then again, Ireland is relatively smaller than the UK, so there will be less companies because there is only limited resources. But then, like I told you, uh, there are more and more companies growing in Ireland, so there could be a lot of opportunities there. So yeah, that's there. Thanks, Mohit. We are just over 1 hour, so if you guys have questions, do let me know. I have still a little bit more time. I can answer those questions, but if not, then I will end the stream and I will see you guys next week, Saturday, 12 p.m. GMT. That's great. And do ask your friend to subscribe the channel as well. We will get one more subscriber, one more person in programming Cradle family. So yeah, well, that was just a thing that I added. But If you don't want to share the channel, that's totally fine. Yeah, so if you still have any questions, do let me know. If not, then I will probably just end the stream now. All the best, Beren, and have a good day, everyone. Sridhar, Mohit, everyone. Yeah. So yeah, hope to see you guys next week. Bye.